I'm here at Ochre today in Edgbaston in Birmingham. Or is it Edgbaston? Edgbaston rather than Edgbaston. I always say it wrong. And it's got Neptune next door as well. I've already been to the Neptune in Cheltenham, haven't we, in the summer? But I'm coming to Ochre because they're closing down here in Edgbaston. So let's go and see what finds there are. There might not be much, I don't know. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, I've just come back from Edgbaston in Birmingham and I went to see the Ochre store, which I believe is closing down. And I know that the place was sort of virtually stripped when I went in, but I've just done a quick little tour. And next door there is the beautiful Neptune, which I've taken you around in the Cheltenham flagship store before in the summer. And I thought I'd quickly whiz round. My camera cut out for a bit, so I didn't get some of the video footage, but it was so warm and cosy in there. It was absolutely Christmassy with lovely green and red velvet stockings hanging from the chairs. I just could have sat on the settee and never come out. Honestly, it was so warm and welcoming. So a really nice little store. I just thought I'd show you around. And it's grim outside, rainy and damp. And because I'd been to that Neptune store, I came home and I felt totally claustrophobic in this lounge. We've got another room next door which my husband works in, and it's sort of got a settee in there now. It used to be a dining room. So really I haven't got a dining room space in here. And a friend of mine years ago used to say that the lounge here should be the kitchen, because she said it's got the log burner, she said you could have a dining table. And of course you build things up over the years, don't you? And I started to feel I wanted to push everything out. And so I've lined up the settees and I've put the table in the middle. And so if people come in, we can sit down and have a bit of space. And I've moved the tree from the window over to near the fireplace. So I feel a bit better. Whether it'll stay like that is another matter with me. For somebody who never used to like change, boy, do I change things about. And it's always a surprise, isn't it? And it's nice to have a different feel and get things moving, and you can vac in the corners you haven't vacuumed before. So yeah, nice and fresh feel today. So yeah, see how long that lasts. So here I am walking through the main door, and it's quite grey in here on the walls, but they have some amazing lamps, huge displays. So I'm sort of thinking that they're for very big properties, really. Quite splendid pieces, huge. In the terms of the bases of the lamps are very large on this display here. And we move round to the settee area. There wasn't that much in the shop. I think it had been virtually stripped on some of the floors. So all the little items that I wanted to look at really had gone. So what was remaining was some of these nice lamps, certain chairs for dining suites, the odd table here and there. But I just thought I'd show you the actual building itself, because it's a remarkable building here in Edgbaston. Very, very nice. And yeah, we'll just have a quick mooch round. According to my phone, just looking up Ochre, I knew that it was set up by Anastasia, Sue Jones and Lucinda Waterhouse back in 1999. But what I hadn't realised was that a company called Invest Industrial owns the British furniture and home accessories retailer now. And the company is known, obviously, for its curated collections of British designed furniture and home accessories. And Invest Industrial bought Ochre in 2018 for more than £40 million, according to my phone. And Lady Astor is thought to retain a financial interest in the company, but she stepped back from the board. So interesting. Looks like the place has been stripped up here. This is the upper floor. Not much around, apart from a few cupboards and a table. People have been in buying. So now here I've moved into Neptune next door, and it's got a lovely warm feel in here, very cosy indeed, and full of inspiration. So much so that it made me change my lounge when I got back. So just perusing a few more final bits before I go home again. I'm going to interrupt proceedings just to read you a little story that I wrote. I've written little short stories in the past, and they're probably really for teenagers. I don't know what the standard is, but just sit back, have a cup of tea, a little Christmas drink, and relax. My friend often says that she loves having a tea in a china cup and just listening to me ramble on, so here you can witness the same thing for 2 minutes. 250 words. It's called Rubbish. Ray pondered on the word definition of rubbish. Unwanted litter. His heart felt heavy. The burden of being dumped in a skip at the age of 6 days by a mother he'd never met weighed him down considerably. He never got to smell the skin of a caring connection. Some personalities might be able to shrug off the feeling of abandonment with an equally disparaging remark, thought Ray. But this rejection was embedded in a psyche so deep that to unravel it would take years of therapy. A special qualified person to unpeel the layers of this complex character was needed. Deliberating on the nurse who handled him at the hospital on the day the dumper driver had spotted him, declared he would be a ray of sunshine to someone. He'd never felt like a ray to anyone. Just a number to categorise through a dysfunctional care system and equally higgledy-piggledy education. Bamboozled at the age of 16, Ray didn't know what job to apply for, so he started an apprenticeship in the only area that sprung to mind, the local tip. Life had come full circle. Not much ambition other than to face the lion, the hidden demons, as it were, head on. But one fine day, with his head in his work, Ray spotted several glints in the pile that lay before him, ready for classification. To his delight, he had struck not quite gold, but diamonds in the debris, cash in the trash, his life miraculously transformed. And talking of transformations, ages ago I said to you that I'd had this little manifestation board that I put a postcode lottery. In fact, I've got it here. Little bits onto my board, and I put a gold envelope with winner, with the postcode lottery, little symbol, little letter, postcode lottery jackpot win I've put. Haven't quite won the jackpot yet, but I think I passed on the information that I won a £5 gift card the first time. And a few weeks after that, I said, I'm going to win the postcode lottery again. They wrote and said you could choose an item. So I chose a kitchen whisk, a little electric whisk. I said, I'm going to win it again. And they wrote to us last month and said we'd won the £12, what we'd put in, which is the ticket price, back. I just thought 3 wins, my word. So, yeah, we're going to definitely win the jackpot lottery next time. So that little gold envelope is staying there. I'm focusing on it, and I'm thrilled. So I thought I'd just pass that information on. It's always good to have a little focus, isn't it? Focus. You attract what you focus, apparently. So my little gold envelope is staying where it is. I've just found a book that I had on the shelf from a long time back, and it says 1001 Ways to Be Creative, a little book of everyday inspiration by Barbara Ann Kipfer, best-selling author of 14,000 Things to Be Happy About. And I thought I'd just go to page 1, because if you're bored in the holidays, the Christmas holidays, it says here, the creative instinct is an enormous super energy. It is that inexplicable burst of inspiration that suddenly allows you to see from a new angle or bring something into existence. The power of novelty interrupts the usual and induces you to action. It says that most people crave the joy of letting their brains roam free, unencumbered by deadlines and schedules. We delight in working with our hands, get a thrill out of creating something beautiful, and yearn to indulge our interests and passions. But that creative spark can be elusive as our day-to-day responsibilities and routines overtake novelty. So whilst you've got some time off, it says here, number 1, play. Not quite sure what that means. Number 2, make a miniature version of something. Number 3, design a family crest. You can even include your pet if you have one. And it says number 4, find an intriguing item in an antique store and seek out its history. So there's 4 things to be getting on with. I'll just give you another few just in case. It says, for one day, bestow a unique and truthful compliment on each person you see. I think I've got better at that over the years. I used to just see the negativity in everybody, you know. I'd work with people, as you probably heard me saying before, and you think, oh my word. It's best to try and see the positive, isn't it? If you can. And the other one here, it says, reflect on the people who have stirred your creativity. Is it possible to recreate that inspiration by yourself? If I can find it, I'll put it down below as a link. I don't know whether it is on Amazon, but I shall put it on there if it is. We can go through these over the year, can't we? Just to be creative and to relax your brain a bit from everyday usual life. And if you are interested in setting up a YouTube channel and you want to use Epidemic Sound, my link enables you to get a discount, I think. I think they've clocked the fact that I put quite a lot of music on my videos. So, yeah, I pay a monthly... Well, you can either pay a monthly fee, I paid it over the year, an annual fee for putting music on videos. So if you do use that link, I think it'll take you there if you are interested in setting up a YouTube channel. Please subscribe, don't forget to like the video, and I'll catch you another day. See you soon. I forgot to say Happy Christmas. Hope you have a lovely time over the week. You may celebrate it, you may not. Whatever you're doing, if you have a day off, then enjoy it if you can. Enjoy the peace and quiet if you're on your own. Snuggle up with a hot water bottle. Watch a bit of TV and yeah, have a bit of a rest if you can. And if you don't like having a rest and you think it's boring, then look at those creative things and draw your family crest or whatever. Hope to have a chat with you in a week's time. See you soon. Bye.